Narges and Mehdi have been married for 13 years. They are middle-class government employees who work 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and live in their rental apartment in western Tehran. Since their marriage, they've been busy with higher education and work. And now at 33, Narges says she doesn't want to have children.
For the past 2 to 3 years, we've come to the conclusion that we don't want to have children. From a social point of view, the place we live in is not the best place for raising children. From an economic point of view, it's difficult to have a child. Both of us work now, but if we had a child, I couldn't work anymore, and one person's salary cannot cover the costs.
The couple say their peers who do have children complain about school fees and other expenses. But their reluctance to have kids is not only related to the economy. They also cite social and education system problems and their own older age. And the number of couples who prefer smaller families are on the rise. Figures show around half of the Iranian families have only one kid or are childless. The population growth rate that was over 4% in the 1980s has now dropped to below 1%. And that's a cause for concern for the government, as the current trend means a third of the population will be over 60 by 2050.
I asked the Minister of Health to personally focus on and follow up on this matter. It is essential to not allow the numerous barriers to reproduction and childbirth to continue. You must rein in these problems. We need young people in this country. If, God forbid, the country is confronted with this bitter, difficult fate, that is, an aging population, there will be no longer any remedy for this.
The Parliament passed a law in 2021 to promote population growth. The Regenerating Population Act compels the government to encourage marriage and childbearing. It also includes incentives like increased child benefit payments and interest-free loans for families with more than 3 children.
As a demographist, I should say this is a very good law which should have been adopted sooner. It is mostly focused on supporting mothers and children as well as health and insurance coverage. This law is necessary but not sufficient for increased childbearing.
Marriage at an older age and a high divorce rate are also blamed for the problem. The aging population is a pressing issue that's not unique to Iran, but it's becoming increasingly urgent. For an economy under sanctions, it would put immense pressure on the social security system and health services. Reza Hatami, TRT World, Tehran.